What's up, everybody? It's Omega from Omega's Gaming, and I have officially done it. I've figured out the absolute best build for the Magic and Nightblade for PvP, whether it's CP or no CP. I've been using it in both, and it actually works really well in duels. So let's get right into it. We're running the main 5-piece that we have on our front bar, so our attack bar. That is going to be Bloodthorn. And then, so we have a 5-piece Bloodthorn on the front bar using a Lightning Staff. I would do a Flame Sharpen, but this works just as well. I know Sharpen's going to get nerfed, so I've just been using this in the meantime to see if it's still good, and it's still good, so it doesn't matter. And on our back bar, we have 5 pieces of the Lich, and I have an infused Restoration Staff of the Lich, which is fantastic. Someone gave this to me while we were running dungeons, and it's pretty crazy because Infuse is going to be a big deal next patch, so super excited about that. I have 1 Bloodthorn neck, 2 Rings of the Lich, a couple pieces on the body, and then I'm running Valken Scoria, which I love Valken Scoria on the Magic Nightblade. Our damage is not insane, but it still has really good burst. So unbuffed, we have 1955. If you put, that'll go up to like almost 23, 24, and then if on the back bar, if you put the spell damage glyph, it goes up to like, I think it adds like an extra 500 next patch. So you'll be close to like 27, 2800, which is plenty. We have 39,000 max magic. We have 1,300 recovery, which isn't really anything to brag about, but it doesn't matter because of the 2 sets that we're wearing. So we're running the Apprentice because we don't need to run anything for recovery, because with the Lich, when you fall below 33% health and you switch bars, you get 996 recovery, and then you pop a potion that makes like 1,000. You know what I mean? And since we have Bloodthorn on our front bar while we're attacking, every time you deal direct damage, you restore 637 Magicka and Stamina. So this is going to keep your Magic and Stamina up pretty much the whole time you're fighting. I do not run into Magic issues. When you hit the Lich proc and it goes off, let's see, I'll go somewhere and try to get it to... Let's waste some magic. If I can even waste enough. Come on. There we go. So I swap bars, okay? And it did not go off. What is it? There it goes. So that puts me at 2804 without popping a potion. So I pop a potion, it'll put me right around 3k whenever I go underneath that. And then with the other one going off, this is about, I think it's 250 or 300 recovery is kind of what it adds up to. So you end up having like 3,300 recovery on top of decent damage. So if I buff up, I have 2,300 spell damage. So my bow says 1105. And then I don't have the Mage's Guild 10. That's what I'm working on right now. But that'll put that at like a 22k bow. Even in PvP right now with it saying like 9k because of crit and everything, I hit 10, 11k bows pretty regularly. For my food, I'm just running the max Magicka, max health. My spell pen is pretty low. It's not even 5,000. But I don't notice too much of a problem with that. When you set up like the combo and everything, like you fear them into the bow and then execute, it does quite a bit of damage. So and especially since you're never really going to run out of resources, you have decent burst. I'd say like medium to medium high burst potential, but you're not going to run out of resources and you have a high magic pool. So people are shit at uh, managing their resources. So once they run out, I mean, you're just going to fucking slamp them. It's not going to be a problem at all. For my skills, I always run Piercing Mark in open world. I hate Nightblades going into stealth. I don't even use stealth on my Nightblade. I hate it so much. So this just keeps it going. And then if you're in a 1vx situation, if you focus a person that has the mark on them when you're low health, you can heal for 42% of your health. So it just kind of helps in all situations. Harness Magica and Healing Ward for when you're in trouble. Um, crippling Grasp blah, 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 for a CC. Structured Entropy for my buff, and then once I get Mage's Guild to buff everything. Soul Tether if I'm in a group of people, so this is kind of like always have damage on the back bar. Um, then on my attack bar, I have Lotus Fan, Swallow Soul, Impale, Mass Hysteria, the Merciless Resolve, and then I have Soul Harvest. Now I know some people are probably wondering, like, this is all set up to be ranged. Why do you have Lotus Fan? The reason I have Lotus Fan is a combo that I run is once I get my Merciless procced, I will Lotus Fan in, which does, it can do like 5k, a little bit of burst damage, and then it puts a dot on him, which also helps proc Valkyrie Scoria, because this will always be up these two as well, so Valkyrie Scoria is always going off. Jump on them, I will fear them, and then I will do the execute, or if I have this up, I will jump in, I will instantly Soul Harvest, because that boosts my damage by 20% and drops their healing, because this is going to be the time they're going to be spamming heals because they know what's coming. So I will jump in, ultimate, boosting my damage, Mass Hysteria, making them run off, and then putting Minor Maim on them, reducing their damage done. And then while they're taking off, they cannot block the Merciless Resolve. So that's kind of the combo, how I set it up. So it's like boom, 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 real fast. And like if you Soul Harvest and then hit this, it ends up, I mean, I've hit like a 14k bow with this setup that I've had on other light armor targets like sorcerers when their shields are down. I mean, this will just it's like 75% of somebody's health. So it's super badass. Let's go into the champion tree. I have 12 into Elfborn. I know it's not a lot for how much crit damage you're going to get, but I still hit really hard, so it's not a big deal. All of your stuff counts as magic damage, so this is a really good buff. 14% adds quite a bit of damage. Shattering Blows, everybody's using shields. There's so many sorcerers and magic nightblades that are running harness or like triple shield stacking. So this is going to really help get rid of, when you drop your dots, it's going to really help get rid of their shields so that they're not, you can put them more in the defensive. Like it makes you way more offensive when you have a good percentage in here. The next one I have is Master at Arms for the direct damage. Almost everything that the Nightblade does is considered direct damage. That's why Bloodthorn is like the most overpowered shit ever. It's so good. I think I'm getting attacked by a fucking bear. Let's get out of here. Bear's ruining what I'm trying to do. Fucker. Fuck off, bear. Alright. So, back to where I was. Like I said, Master at Arms. Nothing in this tree. We do use some dots, but they're not our primary damage. They're just kind of weakening the shields to get ready for that burst combo. That's really where our damage comes from. 72 into Ironclad because direct damage is probably the strongest shit in the game right now. So this is your most important thing to pump stuff into. 43, 43. I had one extra, so I have the thick skinned. On Monday when the patch comes out, I'll put more into thick skinned, as well as when I come to this tree, I'll be putting the other 10 inside the spell pen, because that's going to be, you're going to have a lot less spell pen next patch. So Bastion 51, so that because I do use 2 shields, so this is going to help out a lot. Warlord, break free. CC is the name of the game, so I want to try to break free as much as I can, and when using Bloodthorn with that stamina regen, I don't have a problem with stamina, so I'm able to break free quite a bit. 64 into Arcanus to get that 13%. 44, just because, I mean, if you're fighting like a tank or like 3 or 4 people, you might run into a little bit of magic issues, but when you swap bars and Lich procs and then you heavy attack like once or twice, like you're back up to 40k magicka in seconds. So it's kind of just like a restart, and this helps that a lot. Then I have 51 in the tumbling because if I do see someone proc a bow or someone's hands light up for a crystal frag, I will dodge roll that. I don't just kind of block it. I always dodge roll. So that is the build as of right now. I'm working on getting the Mage's Guild 10 uh, so that I can get some stronger hits on my bow. But this is super super good for this class. Like I've tried it on the sorcerer and things like that, but just um, how good Valken is for the Magic Nightblade and Bloodthorn. Um, I believe Bloodthorn works best on the Magic Nightblade. I've tried it on every single class, magic wise, and I haven't had as good of results as I have on the Magic Nightblade. Like this is 100% best in slot, must have for Magic Nightblade. Also, everything is in pen, so I have 1245 in pen, which is plenty for me. I don't need anything more than that. And that my 39k magic will go up to like 41 once my Undaunted shit is done. But but yeah, this is Bloodthorn is 100% best in slot, and then Lich is great. And it's one of the only sets that I think is good as a back bar set because when you swap bars, it doesn't go away. So when you get that extra, 1,000 recovery, when you swap back to your attack bar, it doesn't screw you over. So Lich is one of the only ones I don't usually run. All of my builds are usually 5 and 5 or 5-3 and something else. Like I never have something proc on the back bar, but Lich I really do believe is the best if you're gonna do that scenario. So hopefully you guys like it. I've been using this quite a bit. I'll be streaming using this. I'm trying to collect enough gold so that I can actually gold all this gear out. Because I think once this is all golded out, um, this is gonna be the class right here. Like I'm gonna spend a lot of time playing on this Magic Nightblade setup. I really, really, really enjoy it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it as much as I do. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more PvP videos and some live streaming. And I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.